Yeah, for sure. Hey, how you guys doing? It's me, Sam Martin, over here at Third Shot Coffee Shop up at the Prescott Gateway Mall. This is our first remote live at the place venue, and so we're kind of happy with this. If you can't hear us, yeah, we'll fix that here shortly. Don't worry about it. But our host for the Quad City Business Beat is...
Hey, I'm Lynette Hoyt. I'm an independent ambassador for Plexus Worldwide. I am the host of this show, Quad Cities Business Beat. We are joined here by Zach, to my left, Josiah, owner of Third Shot Coffee, and of course our infamous local
That's me.
San Martin.
That's me.
So if you have questions, I'm checking my phone, so don't think I'm just being a rude host. I'm just looking for questions. So if you post something, then I'll answer you. I know. Here we are. See, here we are. Right here.
Big deal.
Huh?
We're gonna have to press it, and then
there
we
we
have
go.
to turn down the media.
Turn down media.
Yeah, so we don't have an echo.
Oh, like just.
You're also getting a
And then we're
tutorial
getting a
on
tutorial.
what not to do a live.
Yes, exactly, guys.
And
So
follow
this-
yourself on the live.
Yeah, this is the best part about doing the things that we do. We don't have to worry about practicing stuff.
Exactly.
We just do it.
Okay, so we are live at the coffee shop, so you may hear business happening, which is obviously a good thing. So we're gonna just jump right in. Josiah, tell us, who are you? How'd you find Prescott? Tell us about Third Shot.
Thanks for coming out here to the shop, guys. It's gonna be fun. We'll have some fun, and I'll talk loud.
Yes.
How did I come out here to Prescott? It's a good question.
Where'd you come from?
I was living in Nashville, and then once I tried out for The Bachelor and didn't get accepted, I said, "What am I going to do with my life?"
Is this
Because it was
true?
crushing.
No.
I was like, dang, that's so cool,
I was
man.
really impressed.
I
I
was like, wow.
was going to make fun of you, but like at the same time, like
That was my lifelong dream to get on The Bachelor. Once that failed, I didn't know.
So you decided on coffee.
Right. That was the next thing, obviously.
You know, that sells. That sells.
Coffee?
Yeah.
Bachelor.
The Bachelor?
Obviously, the Bachelor did not.
It's gonna be the Bachelor barista.
Wow. Yeah, there's something to that.
We're gonna start new names here.
No, so I was living in Nashville for a while, working in finance, and love Nashville. Have you guys been to Nashville?
No, but I want to go.
Probably like the best place on earth. So really enjoyed it there, but and I had a good job, was making good money, but just kind of wasn't really passionate about it. Mm-hmm. So I had an opportunity. So my dad moved out here a little bit ago and kind of started a church, Starting Point Church. His name's JT. So he started the church out here, and they originally found a location up at the mall, and it was the old Celtic pub.
Yep.
And he, knowing they were coming up here, a lot of churches will sit empty through the weekday or weekend. So he kind of called me up, said, "Hey, we're thinking about doing this and possibly having a coffee shop. How would you feel about opening a coffee shop in there?" And I said, "Not a chance."
Thanks.
I'm not moving up the price yet, not doing it. And it was just kind of really cool how some stuff kind of went from there. Really thought about it. In the next 2 months, I kind of found myself selling off what I had, breaking up with my girlfriend, and moving out to Prescott.
There you go.
That's a country song.
Right.
It is, man. I know. We need to get our little guitar out right now. I mean, it doesn't. It definitely sounds like you have an idea of what was going on, but it looks like you were stirred just a little bit by your father, which is pretty awesome. Is it? I mean, this is also a church at the same time, right?
It is. They do. So I opened the coffee shop independently from them, and I leased the space. So this used to be that old Celtic pub. They were, when we originally started doing the remodel, we were remodeling it with kind of both concepts in mind, and then just kind of like gone down from there.
So why coffee?
Well, everybody loves coffee. First of all,
That's true.
Coffee sales.
I really did have a passion for coffee, but I didn't know a whole lot about it. So when I had this small thing, moving out here had the possible opportunity of doing the coffee shop, but it wasn't kind of a set thing. So I really just started, first of all, kind of prayed a lot and just said, "Hey, if this is something I think I'm supposed to be doing, maybe open some doors. And then if it's not, maybe close some doors." So ever since then, just the coolest stuff's happened. Met some really cool people that have really facilitated what I'm doing.
Well, I mean, you've met us. So.
I've met you guys. You guys are cool people.
And done.
Yeah, now it's over.
So it's been really fun to kind of start that journey, and I've just learned a ton about coffee and what goes into it, and there's just a super science behind it and getting that perfect cup. So that's what we're trying to get around here.
So being up here at the Prescott Gateway Mall, obviously there's a stigma that's going around town. Everybody's saying the mall is dead, and obviously you know that it's not dead. I know it's not dead. I know that there's a lot of new businesses that are coming up here. Give us a little idea of what kind of lifestyle is up here at the mall.
So it does seem like that was kind of the connotation around town, that the mall's dead and nobody comes up here. And you stay up there, I've been up there in years. So that's a little bit of the problem, is people haven't been up here recently to kind of see what's going on. And it's really cool to see some local business owners kind of come up here and kind of take over a little bit. You got some people moving into this old Wildflower behind us. You got the old Macayos they're in. You got shops opening up in the mall. So there's definitely some life up here that's going around. And
That's exciting.
one thing we really wanted to do, being in this spot, was to help facilitate that kind of, that the mall was kind of alive and get people up here. So some destination events, get some employees excited about working here.
Cool.
The church as a whole, they do a Taco Tuesday. So once a month, they feed the entire mall employees.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
That's a very smart way to go ahead and get everybody to working together. Some of the things that I see that is needed here locally in Prescott is obviously some more coffee shops so we can all meet up, and to have a personal one is a pretty cool thing. Do you do any kind of work with other coffee shops, or is that something that doesn't work out here?
I've worked at a couple of the other coffee shops when I first started thinking about opening one, so that was kind of interesting. You don't see a whole lot of coffee shops partnering together, but I think that would be something that would
Maybe
be
that's
cool.
a new thing.
Yeah.
You do have some good coffee shops here, people that are really doing it the right way, and that'd be a cool opportunity. But as far as the people like coffee shops because they meet up, so that's something we really tried to do with this environment, is make it a really nice environment to meet. Whatever you're doing, we got 2 meeting rooms back there that we make available. Like this morning, there was a group of 30 women that are in there using it, which is really fun.
Awesome.
They did some pickleball refereeing here. It was kind of funny. But and this is a very central location. You got Prescott Valley, and Chino, and we're out right in the middle of them. So we don't really have that. We're not downtown, and people aren't really walking by us every day if they're not up at the mall. But it's a great place to kind of have a destination meeting at because it's in the middle.
Right, and they have amazing parking because they're at the mall. They have a huge outdoor patio. Everybody is like talking about outdoor patios, except April May might blow you away right now. But they have cushy seats. It's comfy out there. They have tons of seats inside. The 2 meeting rooms in the back. There's another bigger table. Nice. It's just a really nice atmosphere that you've created, for the community. And coffee's good. You're a coffee connoisseur.
It's very delicious.
Which one are you drinking?
I am drinking the Raleigh Llama. And he said it was, why don't you tell us since you made it?
That's a white chocolate Irish cream latte.
It is delicious.
It is pretty good. But
I'm almost done with it. That's how good it is.
That is one thing we really
Just
wanted
started
to
like
do.
2 minutes ago.
Was,
8 minutes
perfect the
ago.
coffee.
That's good.
So I think that's a good step in starting a coffee shop.
So let's talk about a name. What's in a name? Why Third Shot?
Third Shot Coffee. So a couple things with it. We do, so we try to keep it simple. A lot of times you go into a coffee shop and there's a whole lot of things going on, and the regular average coffee consumer is just like, if I go to Starbucks and order this and I don't know what to get. So we do kind of one size and we just do 3 shots of espresso and everything. So it's a little bit more than standard, which is good. So when you're kind of drinking that latte, you can really taste the coffee, which people have really enjoyed. That's good feedback. And then as you maybe see kind of with the logo, it's a little different. So it's actually a half pickleball.
I was gonna say there's some holes in that cup.
What are we to hold coffee well? So pickleball, it is one of the nation's fastest growing sport, and it's kind of like this is the paddle and this is the ball that you kind of when you play on like a smaller tennis court almost, and it's the nation's fastest growing sport right now. It's really big in Prescott.
Yeah, we have a huge new pickleball
Yep.
course.
Over at
Court, not course. Court off Commerce. They built a beautiful one for tournaments and everyday play.
They're actually building more courts out there also. And then Prescott Valley is started a pickleball association, and they're building some courts out there. And,
I mean, you know, I never really honestly.
Have you ever played?
No.
It's fun.
Is it like in the middle of ping pong and tennis?
Well, see, that's what I would think.
It
or
is.
What is the other one where birdie?
Oh, badminton.
Badminton. Okay,
I would say it's like
it was originally started on a badminton
ping
court.
pong.
Okay,
which is kind of funny. The guy's dog's name is Pickle.
Oh, really?
The fact that
I'm gonna have to go watch it sometime. It's right there by.
She's like, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna do it.
Well, I mean, I'll watch it and then maybe.
Well, I
we can
was
try
going to say,
it.
I know there's actually a few people in town that have built their own pickleball courts in their backyards.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and the names
so
all come
the third shot drop. It's the most important shot in pickleball.
Oh.
So that's kind of where we themed it around there a little bit.
But every cup has 3.
And every cup has 3 shots. Yeah, so
That's cool.
See
fun.
how
We
you
just
work
play
that
around
in?
a little
You
bit.
see how you work that in? So let's talk about some future events that are happening up here. It is spring. It's turning into summer. You guys got anything planned?
Well, we're excited to be able to. We got the patio out there. We got a big open breezeway,
Yeah,
and then
very nice.
being partnered with the church here, we have some top of the line equipment that we have available to use. We got a stage, microphone, outside speakers, surround sound, all that. So we're really wanting to do some fun events. Like I said, they're going to do that monthly feeding the mall employees, which are cool. And then right now we've picked some select businesses around town. Just to kind of be a blessing, and if you work at one of those businesses on that day, you can come in and get $1 any latte, mocha, anything that you want. So cool stuff. Like you got all of Costco and all of Walmart, and it's kind of our neighbors right around us. Since they're kind of the closest ones to us, we just wanted to just kind of be a blessing to them.
So today, if you're a Touchmark employee, pop in.
So today's
Get $1 any latte, not
cool
$1
place
off.
It's
It's $1 latte.
Top of the line facility.
Yeah.
I had a meeting up there with the Party in the Pines committee, and it was my first time up there, and I had their wings, and holy moly, those things were amazing. I never heard the actual what did they say, the flavor? Never heard of it, but it was good. It was great. I
can't remember what it was.
You're gonna have to go try it yourself.
At the Finn?
Yeah, that's where it was. The Finn.
They got a nice patio out there.
Yeah, they do. They have a really
beautiful.
nice patio out there. I get kind of like mixed up back there because every time I look out, I'm looking out totally the wrong way. I don't know why, but it's just I'm getting lost.
You're looking that way.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, you're looking that
Somebody
way.
was like, "Oh yeah, you get to see the sunrise." I was like, "Dude, I thought that's where you see the sunset, man." It was bad. Even though I'm born and raised here, I don't know much about where the sun rises and where the sun sets.
So be sure to go to their social media page, Facebook page, and check out the calendar, because then if you work for any of these places, again, you get $1 any latte.
And with some of those events that we kind of hope to put on with different things that we're going to be doing, a poetry reading night. It's going to be really fun. And then just to get some just live music and have someone doing acoustic outside. And we're going to make it like a Wednesday or Thursday night to do that. So.
And their entrance, just so you know, is up the breezeway a little bit. The other entrance is that faces the parking lot. Just come up that breezeway. That's where the main entrance is. So don't come to the main doors here and rattle them. And
we normally try to tell people right next to Pier 1, which is what people kind of know when they come through here. But,
yeah, it's an awesome space. It really you would never know it was a former restaurant. I mean, you guys have really done a great job.
The ceilings were black and there was green floor and everything, so we really got in here and just kind of wiped it out.
So, let's talk a little bit about the mall, and obviously you are a part of this mall with several other businesses that are here locally in Prescott that are trying to go ahead and keep their business afloat. Let's talk a little bit about that. Is the mall dead? I know we said that earlier before, but let's talk a little bit more about the people coming in.
I think a couple months ago it was going to go either way. It was either going to be, this is going to be a ghost town up here, or it's really going to revive itself. So it's been really cool over the last couple months to just see this thing kind of taking off. You're going to have the full food court filled.
Nice.
You got 2 new places that are coming there, so every place in the food court will have some food. They're going to have it, but I don't know if it's already been said or done, so maybe I shouldn't say that.
It's cool.
But it's going to be filled, and then you got both of these big places out here. They're filled pralines. They had their soft opening today.
Oh,
they
great.
kind of did. And they got a really big space in there, especially just for chocolate. So I think they have a lot of other bigger ideas to do.
Great.
Live music, dancing, some fun stuff like that. And then inside the mall, you got a bunch of other stuff. Some clothing shops opening up. And Man at Leisure.
Yeah. Ray Sola, of course, and then Debbie and Richard Moranville. They have goods from the garden, from
Right.
where Mikhail's was. They have grand plans, which we're happy to see that they're growing. They were a guest on the show, Debbie was, and we like to see that. So, I mean, there's a ton of new businesses opening up. I mean, a couple of our guests have been on the show. Neptune's Paradise.
Cool guy.
You know, there's just been a lot of goings on up here. I think it's exciting.
Right. So, and with that, and then they want to do some more kind of destination events a little bit up here, just to get people up here and have some fun with it. It's the farmers market, or they're doing something with the pines or Christmas trees. They're bringing some of that up here. They got that on the Barnes and Noble space that they're.
So the ideal is you know, having these events come up here is going to bring people from outside of the market, which is really needed because ultimately, you know, you have a mall, and you know, once again, the mall is dead. That deal it needs to go away.
Yeah.
It needs to completely just be washed out.
And that is with and I think the funny thing was before I was doing this, I asked a lot of people I'd come into, like, would you guys go to a mall? Do you want a mall? And every single person I've talked to has said that they would want the mall to be here. So just getting them up here is kind of the thing. So people want a mall around here.
Yeah, well, there's some things you can't get on Amazon, everybody.
That's right.
Josiah, eligible bachelor.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna. I actually
Craigslist, but not Amazon.
I was really honestly thinking about this. It's totally completely off the subject, but I'm going back to the bachelor
Here we
deal.
go.
Going back to the bachelor deal, I was actually going to do a most eligible bachelor for Prescott, man.
Yeah.
So I think it might be a candidate for this.
I'm in.
Right on. You guys heard it first.
Fundraiser.
Josiah,
Here first.
we're not trying to pawn them out to anybody, but hey,
This is going to be my main San Martin's everywhere.
the main contact, man. Let's make it happen. So let's talk about some of your bakery stuff here. Who does it, or you guys do it, or where do you get it from?
We do some of the baking here, and you got a gluten-free blueberry muffin with some lemon icing.
This is amazing.
Doesn't
that look amazing, Lynn?
You got an orange cranberry muffin. You got an apple or cherry cinnamon muffin.
I don't know what this. I don't know if you guys can see it.
We do
That's
some
awesome.
fresh baked cinnamon rolls and bear claws, and then our main thing, we do a really good breakfast sandwich or omelet.
Yo, I seen that. I seen that. Man.
We make a mean breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, see, you know what I like to do is I like to try food, I like to try drinks, I like to try a lot of things, and that's my favorite pastime. I swear to you, it's one of the, like, if I could work for food, I would. I really would. Tacos would be my favorite, man. I actually want to recreate something. It was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I really want to
on
create.
lettuce.
Oh, no.
I just don't know.
Did you guys try that?
No.
So you guys can't
No.
knock it until you try it.
I don't know. I think that is a desperate.
I don't know.
I'm not saying that it wasn't good for you that day. I just don't think it's going to take off.
Okay,
I
so
don't think
let's-
Josiah's gonna have it in
Let's
this
think
video.
about
Let's not
this,
put it-
man. One day
Yeah.
you're going to the cover and you're like, oh man, I don't got
have
no
any
bread.
Lettuce would not be my first choice.
What would be the first choice? Let's get.
I would just have a spoonful of
I was
pico
gonna
and
say
a
it.
spoonful of jelly.
Put it on a tortilla.
and my
A
milk.
tortilla, I can
Well, I've
get
done that
behind
before
that.
too. I could recreate the peanut butter and jelly sandwich on the tortilla, but
Yeah.
serious guys, lettuce and peanut butter and jelly. Just go
Give
and
us your
try it.
give us your
and then
opinion
let
on
us
that
know
because
about
I think
it,
it's a
man.
big thumbs down. I don't know. It's just me.
I'm gonna actually start a podcast that has to deal with new foods, new ideas for foods.
I don't know.
And we have to do it, man. This has to happen. We have to make it happen. So, do you do any kind of recreation of drinks, or do you try to recreate drinks, or do you have a Josiah mix up here?
Recreate or invent our own.
There we go.
Well, I have what is
So
that?
we kind of specially named all of our drinks based around some pickleball terms.
Oh.
Not overwhelming, but just if you kind of notice it. So it's you got the dink. It's just kind of a
Okay.
term in pickleball. That's our iced caramel, salted caramel macchiato.
That was delicious. And I've had a sweet chai here the other day, and it was Amazing.
They do a really good chai.
Yeah.
So we kind of cover all the bases. We do real fruit smoothies. You got your frappuccino. You can't say frappuccino because Starbucks sounds like frappe blends.
That's funny.
Blended drink.
We actually couldn't sit in front of a wall because there was a trademark saying. I was like, what was that? Sorry. You can't see it, so don't worry. Maybe you can.
I don't know. Hashtag, it'll be a hashtag something at the end of the show.
Yeah, well, what
Hashtag don't sit in front of that sign.
Yeah, hashtag don't sit in front of that. If you change by 20%, you can still have it, you know? Yeah, it has to be changed by 20%, it's yours. So tell us a little bit about, exactly your times of opening.
Yeah,
and
closure hours.
So we're Monday through Friday, we're open 7 to 5. Saturday 8 to 5, and then we do close the coffee shop portion of it on Sunday because then they do kind of a church service here, and that's at 10:10.
Cool.
Not 10-11, or 10-10?
10-10.
Why not 11-11? Make it really special. Yeah, I don't know why. What is 11-11? Anybody?
I don't know.
Tingle time? Tingle toe time?
Birthday. And then they're doing a Saturday night service, which would be fun because we're just gonna keep the coffee shop set up the way it is and just kind of have a little bit more relaxed feeling. And that'll be 5:05.
5:05. There you go.
Albuquerque.
Yeah. Here we go.
Here we go.
There we go.
Representing Albuquerque, everybody. Albuquerque.
So, what do we not know about Third Shot?
Just to come here and experience it. I think that's kind of the main thing. Once you get in here to really experience it and have a good time.
I think again we have to say they have a couple meeting rooms, that are open, the whole time that you're open. So, and they're really nice spaces.
The cool thing is, I mean, it is. It seats about 25 people. It's got a 60-inch plasma TV, and we don't charge for it. But we encourage people to buy some delicious
coffee,
drinks.
please. Exactly.
But it is. It's a really, and people have really hearing about it and starting to use it. So we're packing it out pretty good. But very good. It's fun.
Yeah, and I think we're going to have our first ever Bachelor show here. Sorry, guys. I'm a jokester. I can never be serious.
I'm all for it.
I can never be serious. Sometimes I can. That's too
that's
serious
not
for
you.
me.
That's
Can't
not
be
you.
serious, man.
Okay, so are you hiring? I mean, we're coming into a busy time. Are you gonna be hiring?
Well,
probably.
I've actually found some really good. That was one thing that I think was kind of make or break with some coffee shops too. Is the barista that you have. I mean, they're making the coffee that goes into how your coffee tastes, which is good. So we've found some really cool people around town. We got some students at Riddle, some other people that were connected with some coffee shops. So we got a really good employee base and put them through some solid training, and hopefully they stick around. So hopefully I'm not hired.
Right on. Good help is always a good thing to have, man. Really good help.
Right.
Yeah.
And that welcoming greeting that we really want to, just kind of that establishment, almost like a country club feel. You come in, people know your name, they know your drink.
Cheers.
So that's just something we're trying to establish around here.
How can we help you besides stuff like this?
Well, being new, that's kind of the main thing. Is we're really just trying to get the word out there that there is a coffee shop at the mall. So one
It's
thing,
not in the mall.
right? Not in the mall. Where the location is, that's something we're really trying to educate the customer on.
Great.
And then people just coming up to the mall, not grabbing their Starbucks or Dutch Bros beforehand, knowing that we're up here,
Right.
Which has been really cool. So just use the space. We got it, and we really want to get the community in here, hanging out, having a good time. So anybody you guys can come in, hang out whenever.
Nice. I'm so excited. This is my second time being up here, trying out the coffee, and haven't been up here for a while, based off of just having everything kind of like centralized downtown Prescott, which is, once again, we have a lot more to offer in Prescott, Arizona. So if you guys are out of town, downtown is a good place to go, but there is a lot more to offer around the area. So if you come up here to the mall, you're going to be able to see some hometown businesses that are trying to go ahead and put their things together. Josiah lives here in Prescott. Is it Prescott? You live here in Prescott?
Yeah.
And these
Right near thumb bud.
right here in their dumbo, man. And really, this is a good time to go ahead and come up here, support the mall, support the people that are in the mall, because without our economy, our city basically dies. and I'm all for it.
Yeah,
I really am.
that's what I really loved about moving to this town. You know, everybody's hometown.
We're like the new Nashville,
right?
Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's homier than Nashville. You come here, you feel like home. You got really nice people, and there's a lot of local businesses that are trying to support one another. So it's cool to see.
I love this mall. Growing up, seeing the mall I grew up in, this is like, I mean, it's beautiful. It's just a beautiful
I like
space.
the way that this place is built.
And I'm excited to see some new people, new businesses, even existing businesses like Ray with A Man at Leisure. Like, he reopened, and I'm so happy to see that. And you know, this is such a great space, and you know, you guys have smaller meeting rooms. They even have a community room at the mall, and I don't even know if a lot of people even know that. You know, get a hold of mall management and check on prices, because it is so centrally located for people between Prescott and Prescott Valley, and it's just a really great location for you. And I think it's a great atmosphere to come work. It's not so busy that you couldn't concentrate on things, but it's just a really nice atmosphere, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm stoked. I actually had some coffee, and I don't feel like I can sit here anymore. I'm just like, just kidding. It's not that crazy, but no, it was really honestly good coffee, and I'm serious. I did have some coffee before I came, and I'm just like, my hands are all sweating, and I feel like I need to go do something crazy right now.
Do you have questions?
We'll get out there and play some pickleball.
Go out and
Not after that, I don't have any questions.
We got a pickleball court outside right now that we're going to create.
We're going to build a pickleball
in
court.
the 30-mile-an-hour wind, we're going to make this work.
We do have a pop-up net we'll put in here sometimes.
Oh, see?
You guys are going to
Okay, we're going to go put it out there. Put it out there in the courtyard.
Okay, so tell us, you're on social media, you're on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram,
Third
and
Shot
then,
Coffee.
Yep.
Okay.
Third Shot Coffee.
We talked about your local appreciation days. Go to their Facebook page. Check out, see if one of your businesses are on there, if you're an employee for them. Location, hours, tell us all the gamut again.
Yeah, I mean,
Where
we're
I
all
am.
at the mall, and a lot of people know it as the old Kelly
Right.
pub. That place is pretty popular, except we said that people have gone to the old Outback that's up there.
Yeah.
That's looking for you guys.
Yeah, you gotta
The old Celtic pub, you walk through this breezeway, you're probably going to see it.
Exactly.
And we're open. It's a great place to come in the morning, whether you want some breakfast or something like that, meet some people. And then we're open late afternoon and hang out on the patio, especially when it's getting nice out. And San Martin, when you first came up here, we were sitting out on the patio,
Yeah, it was really
hanging out
nice.
a little bit.
It was really nice hanging out. I've always liked this area for sure for events. I mean, it's just one of those things where, you know what, if you create it, people will show up, and it just has to be created. And I can't wait to see the future that you guys hold.
What else do you want to add? Anything we haven't covered?
Particular. It's been really fun to do this, and we're very young, and we're just going to continue to grow. So we want to do things the right way. We want to, take pride in some of the small things, and just make sure that quality is a big part of it, and then what kind of grows into loyalty. You got your loyal customers, you want to treat them right. So we're just excited what the future has for us.
Well, this place seems like it's getting ready for happy hour.
I know.
We better get ourselves cutting up and cutting down. I mean, we're at the 27-minute mark, and I don't know what else to do besides go have some more coffee or try this
Check
thing.
out one of those.
I've been eyeballing this thing, guys. You don't understand. It's like I'm looking for. I'm actually hungry. I think that's what the problem is.
Make you a breakfast sandwich.
Or we can make a breakfast
Breakfast
sandwich.
all day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Every day, all day. Yeah.
Breakfast sandwich all day long.
Yeah, so you get your proteins in.
That's good. Okay.
Well, hey, thank you guys for joining us. Once again, if you guys want to hear more of our podcast, go to Prescott E-News. Sign up for the newsletter. They usually are put out on Saturday and Sundays. If not Saturday and Sundays, they will be put out there. And see all of our guests that we have here. I mean, we have a lot of awesome people in Prescott, Arizona that you guys need to find out about. So, once again, follow us, like us, and do whatever you do best in life, and make sure it's great.
Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you next week.
Hi, guys.
Great.